Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
hey.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Why didn't I notice those flowers at first, ma'am?
Oh, because I just moved them over here.
Mm?
Oh, okay.
Trying to cover up some other stuff so you bring your flowers in. Noted. I know what to do. Yes, you always keep you some fresh flowers and then make sure they show their best face. I got some daisies and what is that in there? Some daisies, some oh God, they used to be my grandma's favorite. The big white ones that look like they got little teeny individual flowers on. I can't never remember the name of them. But hydrangeas. Yes, okay. Daisies and hydrangeas in there.
Mm.
They smell absolutely gorgeous, and I got them from Aldi. Of course,
Oh. Okay.
you shout out
I
to the BBG, baby.
right.
Yes,
In the group. In the group. In the group.
to the BBG. So, okay, y'all. Hold on. I won't feel like I'm yelling. How about I bring my mic over here because I'm already on about a 45 today. Okay,
Mm.
let me do this. Do I sound better? I can't tell.
Mm.
There you go. Good. Okay. All right, y'all. So here we are. Here we are. I don't know how
Here
many
we are.
shows are in this season, but I really don't give a damn. Um, we here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and the foolishness of it all when it
Right.
comes to the Mel and Martell saga. And here's my problem. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. Right on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just say this. Let me say this. First of all, we already 6 minutes and 55 seconds in.
See, no, you ain't started with the time already. Wait a minute.
That's what I meant. Because we will not tarry today. We will not spend more than, I don't know, 54 minutes of our lives
I like how you just did that.
and talk about this day because we ain't feeling it. No. I'm just going to go ahead and set it up, let you guys know we are here to discuss it because we discussed the other rest of the thing. This one over here playing with the jewelry. We got one that ain't even on camera because
That's so like.
turned into something over there. And this one over here looking about as confused and dazed as I am. So we is all in a different place when it comes to this. We're going to finish this season, but we
Yeah.
know if we're going to come back and review any more subsequent seasons of any of these shows that we are
We
reviewing.
don't even know because they all of them pissing me off right
Oh,
now.
they're all just like slow.
Like what the hell?
I'm sick
Like,
of
can we get the producers on the phone? We need to have a conversation with some of y'all.
it.
That's how I feel. I need Carlos, I need Mel and them, and I need whoever over there, Cal and all of that. I need all y'all to come to the table so we cannot do this no more.
We
What
can't
I
do it.
need to understand is so I just very recently started following Melody just because I wanted to see what was really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Everybody going on this Dr. Heavenly show. Like, why y'all keep finding the messiest chick in America to go?
Hold on, wait a minute. She went on Heavenly Show after that nigga went on Heavenly Show and revealed her personal medical information.
She
Of
was on there
course.
tonight. She did an interview tonight.
She did.
Ain't no way in the hell I would have went on there and
She had to refute the nonsense. Y'all know how she
But I'm
works.
gonna tell you, if I'm gonna refute nonsense, it will not be with
on
heaven.
on Heavenly Show won't.
And that's what I'm saying. Of all people,
Of all the people,
where you went, Peyton?
And let me say this: that man talked about your personal medical information, and she was just co-signing on whatever he was saying. I would not have gone on that woman's show. I just wouldn't have done it.
No.
absolutely not.
Besides the fact that she messy.
Anyway, but y'all know I'm violent.
You are. You are. We know this about you.
Love it.
I'm violent. Well-behaved women seldom make history. So
That's what they tell us.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all. I don't know how people do it, and I don't know I don't know. I actually don't have no more words. Y'all ready?
Yeah, come on.
All right, here we go. We'll make this real quick. Okay, so let's talk about Tisha and Marceau. Again, Tisha has to go and sit under Marceau's feet so that she can get some more learning about people. She tells him about the conversation that happened at the retreat. She felt ambushed because they brought Emma. And basically she, goes over the whole situation between her and Melody. So she's like, hey, we talked about some things. Melody gave her side of it, and then she said, well, I told her I thought it was BS, and then things went left.
You expected him to go right?
And that was the thing. So, and Marceau was like, bruh, like they got so much going on right now. And you picked this time. Basically, I am paraphrasing because I don't feel like it today.
Well, we don't. Don't none of us do. So keep going.
You picked today to fix your mouth to tell this woman that you think is BS. That she said she was consumed with herself and didn't have time basically to cultivate the relationship. And he was like, how do you think somebody's going to receive the information when you tell them that their truth is BS? And she over there like, you think?
Because of course we know her history is they picking on me. They making fun of me.
They jealous. Right.
Yeah. That's her history. That's her track record. We already know.
Mm-hmm. But also, I find it very interesting that she doesn't ever see a point until Marceau is the one to drive it home.
Because she's stupid, child.
Yeah.
she's stupid.
Because she's stupid.
I don't understand. And I think I told y'all this before. The difference between why I give baby girl on this other show Paige a pass is because at least Paige still in her 20s.
Yeah, this girl almost 40 years old.
This thing got a teenager. So I hold you a little bit responsible for the way that you process information because you are also responsible for a young person and their development and growth. And you can't see how saying something like that would not foster a good relationship. So that bothers me a little bit. Kind of sick of her. She said, and she's like, well, he's right. Because she said, well, do you think I owe her an apology? He said, well, you at least, owe her listening ear. Hell, give her a hug. She going through shit. Damn. Why you can't understand it? I'm like, this Marceau talking. Y'all know how we feel about Marceau.
Mm-hmm.
I already told y'all he got a season hard from me.
Go.
That happened.
No, ma'am. So she's I feel like, she's like, well, I guess he's right and I should try it again, whatever, blah blah blah. So then we go over. Y'all got anything else to say about this before I move on?
She did that for the camera because her and her mama been going in on Mel this whole season on her mama's page.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'll say I give Marcel permission to do what he want to do.
I told this one to go over there. Go get in the corner somewhere. I know I told her to get
you go put her in the corner.
She said, nobody puts baby in the corner.
All woman in the corner.
Y'all started already.
Not doing this with you today. So, anything else? Moving on.
Moving on.
Yes. All right. So Kimmy and Mel. Kimmy comes over to Mel's house and they kind of discuss, everything. Kimmy just goes to check on Mel because she's like, I realized, basically she needs a little aftercare after all that little blow up and everything. They discuss things, basically the same thing. Mel doesn't feel like, I guess that they can move on. It's just a lot that happened. But then Mel kind of also felt like Kimmy should have stepped in. And Kimmy's like, either y'all want me to be in or out, 1 minute y'all want me to be in,
other minute you want me to be neutral. Like she like, I don't know, should I be Switzerland? Who am I right now? And I think that's fair to ask
That
them.
is fair.
You know, why would you want me to step in when you telling me to stay back, stand back? So which one do you want from me? It can't be you want me to jump in when you need somebody to defend you and then stay out when it's against somebody else. So I'm definitely Kimmy on that. What y'all think about this? In fact, about the whole conversation, because y'all see I'm not even going into it. But
I felt that Kimmy was right. I mean, I understand that sometimes Mel just wants to feel like somebody got her back for a change, because he does get like the gripe and the pushback as the mean girl. So I get it. But by the same token, she basically lets y'all know, look, y'all understand my situation. So if I don't feel like it today, I'm gonna need you to be all right with that.
Yeah.
So I feel that Kimmy did what she was supposed to do in that situation, because you're not gonna keep pushing and pulling me.
Absolutely.
So silent. Allow me to be silent, because y'all need to figure out y'all shit. And if you can't figure it out, stop messing with each other.
Well, here's the thing too, though. Everybody is pushing them to have a conversation and talk and do this. So it's not like, here's my thing. It's one thing to say, I'm gonna stay out of it, I'm gonna be Switzerland. But you are part of the folk who trying to push me together to make up with you. So in my opinion, Switzerland or not, you Miss Wanda putting that mess in Tisha's ear, so now she feel like you got to be loyal. So basically, you got to agree with everything I say. You got to rock and ride for me hard. Stop trying to put me together with this person. You know I'm not. If you're not gonna speak up and say, well, no, she telling the truth, and now you telling the truth. You gotta. I feel like a good friend is gonna hold everybody accountable. Now, has she been right to not be a part of it or to step away from it? Absolutely, because who want to get in the middle of that mess? Don't nobody want it. But if y'all at a place where y'all trying to come to some type of resolution and you involved in trying to get you to a resolution, you better open your mouth to say something. That's how I feel. Both ways. I'm just saying. Either that, if you're gonna stay out of it, stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a part of trying to do the reconciliation, then we need to reconcile everything. Put all our cards on the table and let it go.
And that's how I feel. Why she's at the point where she's at, where she's just like, you know what? I tried. It don't work. Y'all figure it out. I think that's why she like, I'm at this point, I'm just bowing out.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think Kimmy has seen enough as far as, being the in-law and then also being friends with Melody. Also trying to, be friends with the other one.
Tisha. Oh, Destiny. Not is that?
Oh. Because I think what they're looking at is we got over our bumps, that our little bumpy start, and maybe we can facilitate this and get to the bottom of why it was what it why it is what it is.
But the thing about that is her and Destiny were never like, they didn't have no history. They had just met. So of course you could sit down, hash it out. It was a couple of things said that somebody didn't like. So y'all run about trying to get an understanding about that, and y'all all good. That's like a 10-minute conversation at best. But if you look back, I've seen pictures of Mel and Tisha, like old pictures from like early, like 2008, 2010. So they have a history. When you have a history with somebody and then they come at you,
right,
like negative, then it's gonna create bad blood, and it's gonna take more than a 10-20-minute conversation to fix it. But if you got one party that's ready to always play the victim, like they ain't done nothing, and the other party going through all kind of pain and trauma, and you still coming to the girl crazy, it's not gonna work.
Right.
You just want to keep,
Yeah, and I also think this is an opportunity for them to kind of look beyond themselves. And for the longest time, I thought it was, I really did think it was Melody, because she comes off as a mean girl.
Right.
Now, let me just say this. I don't think she's completely right.
No, she ain't completely right.
A whole lot of mean girl tendencies. But I can see where Tisha is in a place where she's not even, Tisha doesn't see where her part in the breakdown of things lies. Like she like you said, she's always, you know, a victim. She's always in victim mode. And people who stay in victim mode really annoy me.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
because you can't get them to see outside of people doing things to them. And
Mm-hmm.
things are happening as, you know, an effect of a breakdown in whatever communication it is. So I get easily annoyed when it comes to Tisha and her auntie, and especially the fact that she's gonna ride with her mom regardless of how wrong she know her mom is, and regardless of how much damage her mother does
Mm-hmm.
to her relationships with other people. So that's just that on that. Anything else on this particular scene?
I hate to put it this way because I know people get very offended when you use certain words, but sometimes it's only certain words that truly explain a situation. And I just feel like on so many levels, Tisha is very remedial.
Oh yeah.
And she absolutely refuses to elevate herself. She's always going to come up with the reason why it can't be the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Video to me.
Yeah, but her husband and her mom tend to treat her that way too.
Good word to use when it comes to that. I think it's actually the best way to describe her thought process is that it is very much a remedial type of behavior and process and thought, you know, system in order to, you know, because she just doesn't seem to comprehend, you know, all those things. So I actually am okay with the word.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to say.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Real remedial. I'm gonna start using it.
I think it's great. Yeah. So, you know, anything else, y'all? Okay, so we 21 minutes in. We gonna fly through this thing. All right. So Martell goes over again on his tour of bad ideas to go to
Tour of bad ideas. Okay.
yeah, his tour of bad ideas. Like, hey, yeah, I need somebody to support me. I messed up, but she cheated too. You know. Yeah. So he goes to talk to Maurice and kind of basically going over things looking like they about to be finalized, and Maurice is just asking him, "Do you really want this divorce?" And I'm like, Maurice, go practice law.
Right.
I mean, motivational speaking is not his thing.
Not his forte, man. I'm just gonna say, I think he's missing a few things.
Boy Hirsch. That's what you want to tell him, Hirsch.
This ain't what you want. How many times did I tell y'all this? So he's going through this thing and he's talking about, you know, asking him, do you want this divorce? And then, you know, like they go into talking about, you know, why he thinks that he should continue to fight. And he was like, well, there was no more fight. Like, I see the fire in your eyes. I see your eyes light up. You still talk about the family and everything. And I thought that was a good point that he seems to still, I mean, even though he still wants these things, but of course, for me, it's to tell him to continue to fight because he still has the fire in his eyes, but not that he needs to really show that there's a change in behavior so that she could possibly maybe even consider reconciliation. That's where I had the problem. I don't feel like there's a lot of talking about, you know, what behaviors are you exhibiting to make your partner want to even consider reconciliation with you at this juncture of your relationship? Because y'all all but done at this point.
Right.
So what we gonna do? What y'all think about this scene? Because
it's like I understood. I think I would have understood better where he was coming from if you didn't have full knowledge that this Negro got a whole nother baby on the way that did not belong to his wife. So for you to even suggest that this woman is still willing to bend for you, and you got a whole nother person coming along, you give that type of motivational speech to somebody who has not exhibited a pattern and who was not living a whole nother life.
Yeah,
that's who that speech was for. But if I'm sitting in front of you, I needed you to just go ahead and tell him to sign the damn papers.
And on top of that, he has no remorse for anything. Because if he had not gotten caught, would he have stopped?
Oh, hell no.
Would he have come clean if he hadn't got caught? He would still been doing what he do. Like he really, like, you ain't sorry. I can accept a real apology, but I can accept
the same club, don't they?
Say what?
Him and Derrick Jackson hang out at the same club, don't they?
Don't be bringing that up in this court.
His remedial relationship giving ass. No.
Like, listen, y'all, because one thing I am tired of is the concept of, well, I said I'm sorry, you're supposed to forgive me, now let's keep going. Well, no.
When you keep doing the same over and over again,
I might actually forgive you.
But I mean, I'm gonna be
a thing. But the problem is we are not gonna deal with saying things like I'm sorry, but your actions and your words are not lining up. If you are truly remorseful, tell me how you're going to mend this. Tell me what you're going to show me. And that don't mean now we share the same social media. No, it don't mean that. It means that I am doing everything that I can to show you that I really did take in what we were talking about or what the problem is. And I'm willing to show you that I am changing. I am becoming a different person because you mean that much to me. This relationship, this family means that much to me that I want to put in the effort to make the change to show you that I mean what I say. Not all this other stuff. Well, if she would just do what I told her to do, then we wouldn't be in this predicament. You know, it's still a blame game for him. And that's where he loses a lot of respect from, you know, not just us, but I'm guessing a lot of women who are watching this show or just people in general, that it's a blame game. It's all a blame game.
I need people to just get to the point where they understand that love is action.
Yeah.
You tell me any damn thing.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm gonna listen to half of what you say, but I'm gonna believe everything that I see.
You see, yeah.
Right.
So what you tell me needs to reflect what I see. Because if what I see does not correlate with what you tell me, I don't hear you anymore.
Right.
You tell me that the sky is blue, and just because you said it, I'm gonna tell you it's red.
Yep. Yeah.
So don't tell me shit. Just do
it. Right. And just go ahead. Do what you got to do. I see you on the other side. Just let me make a decision, and stop taking the decision from me to decide if I want to, you know, rekindle a relationship. I've already given you what my intentions are. You show me exactly what you want to do. Cool, that's fine by me. But I don't want to be a part of this anymore. You're not gonna make me feel bad about it. This is
right.
Exactly.
You know, this is my decision. You made your decision. Now I get to make mine. Just
absolutely.
And I think that's where I have an issue with everybody because they're like, well, did you tell her you sorry? Then, you know, so it's just a lot of that. And she's already said what she was not willing to deal with. I've already dealt with this to this point. This is where my boundaries are. You've gone past the boundary I've set for us. And therefore, because you have gone and, you know, violated that boundary, here are the consequences. And now you are being, these are the consequences you have to pay. Because I was looking at something that Maurice said. He said, I'm still paying the consequences now, for the breakdown of his marriage, and then talking about like how his son is basically paying for the consequences of their relationship not working. And so I think for me is that I hate using the terms like FOMO, but FOMO. It's that fear of missing out. She getting ready to be bigger and better without me.
Yeah.
And I think that's more so what I'm talking about Martell is looking at when it comes to Melody, is that he getting ready to miss out on some really good stuff when it comes to her. And that's the one thing he wants to hold on to because they've been so used to building together that he feels like he needs to be a part of that too.
That, and if you pay attention, she did a lot of the heavy lifting when it came to their relationship, to their businesses, to their life. Like he would come in, show his face. It almost seems like that's all he did. Like, I'm gonna show up for the purpose of business and just to be here and to sign my name next to yours so I could qualify for some of this money. And then he gone.
Yeah. He told on himself, right? When he told himself when he was talking to I forgot the man's name, but the one who should have shut him up,
Chris
said it. You know, it's not because you were making more money than me. That dude, he told on himself. Yeah. You did what you did because you were jealous of your wife.
Yeah.
You were
emasculated, maybe,
for giving to your children.
Yeah.
So instead of you manning up and doing what you needed to do, you went and found somebody who was lesser than that and required you to stand the heck up.
And that's why he was so quick to call her a peasant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because he knew
he knew his ass was a peasant too. And that's my thing. Because I'm like, when you say stuff like that, I always look at takes one to know one. So you calling her a peasant,
right?
Dealings with her, y'all done share bodies, y'all know each other in the biblical way. Hell, you a peasant too.
You chose her, right?
Watch your mouth.
He made you feel better.
Yeah.
You weren't good enough for what you had at home. Or you felt like you wasn't good enough for what you had at home.
Right.
You didn't feel like King Dingaling, so you went and made sure you found somebody that made you feel like King Kong.
Right.
Oh, peanut head. Woo! I done got mad. Let me be quiet.
I know. Okay. So you don't do that.
No.
Oh. Okay, and like I said, they said Marceau told him to keep fighting. No, sir. Don't.
Maurice. I don't think Marceau would have told him to keep fighting.
Maurice told him to keep fighting.
Marceau over there flirting with your wife, baby. So
right.
Marceau right now. He's like, hey, I am in the land of the living and the happy and the everything.
Over here. You got this glow about you.
Yeah, he ain't thinking about him. So we're over here at the at Black, which is the cigar bar that Marceau and the girl
that girl said the girl. Okay.
Yeah, Lord.
I can't get it together, y'all. It's a day.
All these Tishas and
Tishas
and Teresa's and
Mar. It's too much. Team too much is what they did. But they are going over, they're talking about the tasting. They're doing a tasting of, menu or whatever. They're getting ready to open up Black, and they're just kind of meeting up for those final touches, getting the trying to get all of the, dot all the I's, cross all the T's and everything. So they talk to the chef and he brings them out some food to try. And I thought it was nice. He had a nice little variety of food. And, they're opening up Black, but they're also opening up a brunch bar. When the guy brings out the food, to me, it looked a little regular to me. I'm like, this is
it really looked basic
facility. And you just brought me out some flipped over quesadillas. So the thing that Marceau told him, he was like, the flavor profile is awesome. However, this presentation, boo, slaw.
Right.
Try it again. Back to the drawing board. Get on over there. And his reasoning is like, basically, I don't want our people to have to wait till they have more money to experience luxury. And I thought that, and he didn't say it that way, but that's basically what he
was saying. Mm-hmm.
The fact that we always think that, you have to wait till you're in a certain income bracket to have certain types of, to indulge in special things. And I thought that was a good conversation he was having with the guy. Like, I want the Black people. This is my call to action. That's why I call this Black. But I also want people to enjoy these things now. Be in the now of enjoying stuff. Don't wait till you are successful before you can, consider yourself able to enjoy things. And he challenged him to go back to the drawing board and really consider all the things he needs to do in order to make those menu items look better, be more presentable for these people. They spending money here, so let them spend money and have an upsell experience. Let's do something. I agree wholeheartedly. Now he finished eating that food, so they tell me there was good food. It's just
it was good.
And that's
the presentation was
say. He won points for me again during that conversation. He really did.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've all said that Marceau is that asshole friend that we all know he is chauvinist, but we're gonna still be friends with him because he kind of cool too. He kind of funny. We'll let him stay for a minute.
Right.
Every few minutes.
Them ain't the next Lenny Bruce. I ain't even playing because this season he had me cracking up in every scene. Do you understand what I'm saying? In every scene. Cracking up.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I think that he gave him a good call to action. I was glad to see that. Now, on the other end, he brought Jalen in. And
that baby don't want to run that. He don't want to run that restaurant.
Excuse myself.
I think that he doesn't want to do it.
I should turn the camera.
He don't want to run that. He don't want to run that restaurant.
I don't even think I like you today. Let me just say.
She might have had to excuse herself for something, but the way she excused herself was hilarious.
I'm appreciating it, first of all.
Y'all don't want to admit he belonged on the bus, so I'm muted.
Oh, okay, that's why you okay. So now we here.
We are talking about the fact that, again, Marceau has a vision. And he really is trying to include his family into it.
Yeah.
I read something a little bit ago. I can't remember. Was it y'all? Somebody said like this is nepotism, and I'm like, it's a family business.
Who said that?
He was
I saw it on Facebook somewhere. Somebody, I don't know if it was in one.
Like, the white folk do it all the time. Hold on, I ain't trying to be racist. But listen, how you think that the Kennedys kept their money? How do you think that Rockefeller kept his money? The Vanderbilts kept their money. They passed that thing down from generation to generation. Right. Explain to me what you thought this was. If we got money, we gonna pass it down to our children. Point blank, well, no, not all of us. But that's the right thing to do to keep that in the family business because that's how you become old money. Not new money, but old money. You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference between rich and wealthy.
Yep. Right. And that's how you get a seat at the table too. If you can
absolutely
line up and
you
get your family
those spaces.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing for me. Like, I like the fact that he is, working to improve him. He asked him simply, why do you think I agree with that too. Why do you think that I'm trying to hire you? And he was like, cause you busy with other projects. And he's like, I need you to see the whole thing. So I think, as we said, neither one of them Mar brothers are good at mentoring. Like, this is not their ministry. This ain't what they do. Y'all go find y'all somebody else. Like, this ain't what they do. But I think that where Maurice drops the ball is to show the vision as to why he wants him to have the thing. His thing, he talks like this all the time. And I bought my first property at $1,000 when I got to. I'm like, calm down.
First of all, properties don't necessarily cost $1,000 like it did back in 1982.
You're not gonna find no profitable anything like that. But the other thing is, that's your vision, but buy up properties for $1,000. Maybe he just want to do something different, but still want to be an entrepreneur. But that ain't it. Then it said Marceau got more money than.
Yeah, I saw that.
Marceau has more money than Martell. He absolutely has more money because he has more irons in different types.
Fire, and then he does commercial real estate, whereas Martell only did residential, and it's a lot more money in residential than it is in commercial. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
than it is in residential.
Yeah. And then also, I just think that they have learned how to, like we said, kind of put it in so many different.
And they also know how to separate business and pleasure. They don't seem like they cross that line too often. So they know where they money need to be at and where they fun need to be at. Because they ain't trying to intertwine that stuff so it mess up their whole world. So they know what's up.
They trying to be where the money resides.
Okay.
And I feel like, and let me say this, and this might be wrong to say, but I'm gonna say it. I feel like Marceau, I don't know. I know Marceau didn't come from the wrong side of the tracks. Is as he told Tisha. I feel like maybe Marceau might have made that girl sign a prenuptial agreement. Whereas, I know Melody and Martell, when they got married, they were both teachers.
Yeah, I think so.
So they didn't have that thing, but even the thought process to do like a post nuptial after they started obtaining some of the things that they have acquired over time and coming back to the table with that, they weren't thinking in terms of that. And at the time y'all really started booming with this real estate thing, that would have been the time to think about, let's renegotiate the terms of this in case something goes wrong. Because according to you, he been cheating, not just with this girl, but multiple people. He just had this just the longest relationship he done ever had. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying their thought process wasn't right to begin with as far as the business side of things, which is why they had to split everything down the middle.
More.
What you say?
I just don't think they wanted to be teachers anymore.
No, I really believe they don't want to be teachers anymore. But my thing is, you have to think about business as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at those two brothers, the Mar brothers, whatever they last, the Scott. They probably kind of dragged the hopes into, why don't y'all think about getting another business under, teaching and only take, how's that working for you financially? Y'all okay? You got student loan stuff. Why don't y'all come on in and do this and let's show you the ropes. I don't know how it started. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. I see that too, but I'm just saying you also have to be smart about things. Right. That's just my thought process behind it.
Out that far ahead that,
right.
in the part, in the event anything like this fall apart. I truly believe that she felt like he was going to be in and out with this one little whatever happened, indiscretion that happened, and then that wasn't going to be a problem again. I don't think they looked at that, but that's also why I noticed that, she started, with the t-shirts, and then she started with the other stuff and the wig. Then she was doing wigs for a minute. Then she was doing
her not to do all my wigs.
Ventures. So she started creating her own line of business so that she could, what y'all say?
I say what's up? That was me. I'm leaving not to do no more wigs, because if by now you ain't retired that braid wig, I'm need that to go. You can't be telling me you out here selling wigs and you got this little raggedy man. And who put that on your head?
And threw it in that campfire.
Man. Man.
Mad at that wig. Just mad at it. Anyway, let's go on because we're 43 minutes in. So anyway, Jalen will be the general manager. I think that what's going to happen is Marceau is going to make sure that he's successful by putting people around him that can help him. Because he was like, hell, I don't have general manager experience. Tisha was upset because I think she may have already talked to someone else regarding that position. And he was like, I kind of made my mind up, want to do this. I ain't mad at him for that. I do want him to put people around Jalen and maybe have him enroll in some courses so he can learn really how to manage a business and everything. And I hope they're successful. They just opened officially, I think, last week. I think that's what I saw on their social media, that they had like the grand opening, because that was what we saw on TV was just kind of like a whatever, but they had a real grand opening not too long ago. Okay, so moving on. Mel and Marceau discussed the retreat at Mel's office, which used to be the Holt's office, but she's putting her monogram up there. He wants to kind of move forward with asking her about her and what's her name, Tisha's interaction, basically coming to apologize on behalf of his wife. I wish my screen stopped doing this. I'm talking, but I can't find y'all. My screen just disappeared off my camera. Okay. Whew. All right.
Okay. Can you see us now?
I can see y'all now. I was having I was like, it just clicked. I can see myself, but I can't see nobody else. Okay.
It's been a hell of a season.
We struggling.
Don't want to act like StreamYard just like, you know what, no, we ain't gotta do this no more. Like, we can be done. And I'm like,
the closer we get to the end of all these shows, do you see we just like
I wish y'all could see my polar face right now.
I'm gonna have to get y'all some masks or something.
Do with y'all. It's awful. It's really awful.
This is terrible. But yeah, they were talking. So they had a conversation. They talked about, everything that went on. Melody gave her side of it. Melody stayed picking with Marceau. Marceau stayed picking with Melody. They have this really interesting relationship. She was talking to the people. He was like, Mel, cover those up. And she was like, boy, stop playing. And so, so like they go back and forth all the time. Then what took me on that, what slid me down the stairs, was he said, "You got that spirit of Kimmy on you, don't you?"
Nigga, tell me you like the touch, don't it? She said, "Boy, I ain't touching you.
I'm not touching you."
I think he'll take her down if she let him.
Oh yeah, Marceau. Listen, I'm telling y'all, Marceau got a girlfriend. She just smart enough to keep her mouth closed, paying her enough money.
Not she's smart enough to keep her mouth closed. He's smart enough to pick somebody. If he does have someone, he's smart enough to pick somebody that got as much to lose as he does.
I was just about to say that. If you do it, get somebody that's got the same amount of you lose as you do, so they can shut up.
He got a woman because he need peace somewhere.
That he can flirt with those ladies, and they all just kind of drop their walls just come on down, because he can pick with them to the point where he'll take them off of off guard, and then all of a sudden they just start laughing. But what I want to say, as much the ass as we know he is, he knows how to break up the tension in the room by, saying some really inappropriate thing that you really expect that he gonna probably say. He always Omega too, so he probably always has.
Oh yeah, girl. Man is a whole Q dog out here in these streets. Yeah.
I know they go around the party biting on your booty, so he ain't a bug.
Don't say
I got bit a few times. I was like,
hey. It's funny when they find their match and they be like, you know what, girl, hold on, let me go on over here on this tree. I ain't fooling with you because you like this. I ain't got time.
And that's the other thing, because Jalen is Omega as well, and that was one thing. He was like so proud when that baby crossed. You thought that was his child, but you can tell there's a lot of things about. And I tell folk all the time. Now, them Omegas, when they was Qs, when they Qs, they are really Qs. When they back to being Omegas, like they business people, they really have really nice people.
They hold deans of schools and all kinds of crap.
They know when to do what they need to do. They know how to read the room, in other words. So they have to do. So yeah. But anyway, it was funny that he got her to kind of, calm down a little bit, invited her out to the little soft opening, and she agreed. He just wanted to make sure that she knew that Martell was coming. And what I find interesting is how everybody's navigating their relationship, where they give each other the heads up. They're giving both of them the heads up that the other person is coming, so they can have or make the decision whether they want to be bothered with that other person or not. And I really appreciate that, because I think, more than anything, that's important when both of them are your friends and you want them to participate in your things, but you also got to let them know the other person's been invited.
Well, see, I think Martell gonna go just because he knows she gonna be there. She,
Right.
on the other hand, will avoid it because she don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already know. Martell got to be there. He got to find another ruffle shirt or ascot or
Or brooch.
bow to wear.
Looking like a whole clown.
You know,
Right. Looking like a character out of the Bridgerton. Yeah.
looking like a quinceanera or whatever. But yeah, but that's what he do. He just gotta be there. So, I'm glad that they did that. All right, y'all, 50 minutes. So let's get to this last scene. So this last scene, I tell y'all, this should have never happened on Apple's internet.
When Mind Your Business needs a whole look with plain flag, blimp, hell, poster board, bulletin board, like mind your business.
Okay. So here we are. We at the old people's house, Chris and like Neil.
They at Uncle Charles' house, y'all. They at Uncle Charles' house. I can't think it's at the old people's house.
Old people's house. They done came over there. Listen.
You
look nice. You look nice too. Listen, I want to talk to you. Me and Chris, we just want to help. And I'm like, see, that statement right there would have turned me the hell all the way around. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So I see you later. Nope. And she was, Martell is here. And so we just want to talk to y'all. And so here's the
oh my God.
This SpongeBob mean y'all see me?
And say what we did.
All right, I'm out.
I'm gonna head out. Absolutely. That would have been me.
I thought it was nice that they tried to share their story.
No,
he shared the story already like 5 episodes ago. I didn't need to hear it no more.
He didn't share it with as much detail.
You cheated. I'm done. The end.
But
that's all I need to know.
I think they come from a different place. So they come from the, you're supposed to forgive your spouse and I ain't knocking church folk. I really ain't, because sometimes I'm one of them. But
you keep sneaking in.
I'm sorry. The girl said sometimes I'm one of them. Okay, come on. I'm sorry.
Sometimes I'm a church people. I'm just telling y'all.
Turn this camera off on you in just a sec. Keep playing.
Mine already off. I hate I ain't on, so I can turn it off.
I'm just saying, y'all, praying about stuff don't always fix everything. Prayer gives you clarity. So that you'll know your next move. But it don't mean that we prayed about it and now
it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, now we back together and everything, and we've been together 26 years, and we still
together,
and we still together like that. The folk on
in living color. Yeah.
When people are hurt and they fed up and they done, it's not up to you or anyone else to tell somebody how they should feel about a situation or how they should cope with the situation. So if her bottom line was he did it again, and on top of it, he'd have brought in a whole new human as a result of his shenanigans, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. That should have been it. But no, oh hell no. What we do, we gotta go down memory lane and talk about why he cheated. But she wasn't doing what I wanted her to do. And this person, at least she give me exactly what I need. Baby, when
listen.
That cup, I was like, please let it hit him in the head.
The head.
It did not.
I wanted her to kick that table up into his face. Like
that was the day.
Let's talk about how
and whop him upside the head. Like,
let's talk about how there is technology for these things to happen that you want done. There's a whole little toy out there that if she didn't want to put her mouth on it, you could have just put the toy mouth on it and been done with it.
We sell them.
I know y'all do. I'm just saying, like, you have things out there that you could have bought You know what I'm saying? If that's the problem is that she want to have basic Caucasian sex, go get you a little dog. They got dogs for men. They got them for women too.
I really think that it was so much more deeper than that because Ashley wasn't. He just gives me R. Kelly, let me piss on you type vibe.
Oh, again, I can't turn my camera off, God. I can't turn my camera off. They did it for me.
Oh my God. Oh, and a little pointy cap so I can sit in the corner because
you know, at this point, I don't even know why we come on camera.
We should just have our avatars up and just talk because
it's Tamika Day because we is not coming on camera.
Consequences of your actions. You by yourself. Girl, you
Hey,
but guess what? Let me tell you this. I agree. I agree. I slick agree. Let me say this because here's the thing. Sex is a beautiful thing.
Okay, I'm back.
I ain't got to have, you ain't got to, right now, I'm too old to be hanging from chandeliers and stuff because, you know, the way my knees and stuff is set up, it ain't going to work out. So, as long as I get mine and you get yours, what is the problem? That's what I need to understand. You want this and that, you got fantasies. You got 4 kids, nigga. Let them fantasies go and be with your wife. You got to go ahead. Okay. I feel like that's what he wanted for real. I feel like R. Kelly was the muse for him and his bedroom fantasies. I feel that way. I just do.
But I don't know. This is what I think. I think that he genuinely wanted to have a relationship with this woman, and the best way to justify your action is to go ahead and start picking a fight.
So because on the tail end of that, she running 2011 businesses.
Yep.
You won't stay off the top of her in my.
You sure won't.
In my Celia voice, but you won't stay off the top of me long enough for me to catch a breath in between these 4 kids.
How he died on top of me
and going to church and sexing you, and who got time?
Who, Sway? Who?
And let's talk about quality of the session itself. Like what I realized just from what my experience is in my field of what I do, things start to diminish when you are no longer, in the words of Marie Kondo, sparking joy within someone's sexual appetite. So let's just say he wasn't sparking enough joy for her to do all these things. I'm just giving scenarios. So my thing is things lacking in your sex, in your career sex aspiration.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
Probably there is, a problem on both sides. So if I don't get this, it's probably because I don't feel comfortable due to this, or if I don't like this, or any of those things, it may be a reactionary situation. Whereas, like, all you do is, like you said, basic Caucasian sex. Why should I amp it up with this when all you
Oh, she done picked up the mic.
Okay, sometimes this is what tripped me out. Like, look, I'm still working on my poker face. Just know if y'all come to me as your sexuality and intimacy coach, my face is not poker. Let me tell you what it is not. It is not poker. You can see all of my emotions. That's why I try to turn my camera off sometimes. But sometimes people be thinking they doing a lot, right? And let's talk about oral pleasure real quick, because that's the problem. He's saying he having oral pleasure issues. We do know some young people who happen to be of the male persuasion who just kind of do a lick and stick, and they think that's okay.
Oh, girl.
once, and I'm gonna just do that. But
we're trying to turn our camera off now. You want to punish me? You want to punish? You in timeout? Okay.
And sometimes you're not grateful for a licking stick because you like, I have pulled out the litany of items that I can do to be creative with this one item here. Upon you, I have rocked the mic, and every time I rock the mic, you give me the regular old envelope lick, and then we go on to the next thing. And I don't want to do that no more. And I
don't.
Please do not lick the envelope.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say because y'all gonna turn your camera off. But yes, I agree.
Say it, because if you ain't dining at the buffet for
listen, I want to be able to. I want to be able to sit on your face. Do you understand me? I want to sit on your face. I want you to have my legs up in the air, and keep in mind my knees bad, but still, I need some excitement in my life.
The wet spot on the sheet. Y'all have been turned off the cameras. That's all.
No, because you wouldn't have said it like that, and you know it.
That's true.
I'm just saying there are things that I would like, and I can't perform properly if I done did all of this, and then all of a sudden, okay, here, let me put this little spit on my finger, and let's go on about our business. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right? What are you doing, sir? Where's your tongue? No.
So, and that's the thing, because I've been looking at it.
I got so much to add.
Okay, fine. Here you go. You
add. Go on ahead.
Add it. Go ahead. Go.
Right. Let me get my finger ready.
Go ahead. Do that. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is, I'm gonna be nice about it. This way I'm gonna say it. You can't expect me to give you a Cardi B performance, and you come. What's that little Ashy boy name that everybody call himself like?
See, she started with the ashiness. What?
Which one? Because it's like a lot of them.
The little ugly one. What's that boy name?
I don't love them ugly. You gotta narrow it down. Future ugly, little baby ugly, the baby ugly.
Is that
the baby?
What's that? What's Eva baby daddy name? Kevin somebody.
Kevin McCall.
Yeah, that loser. So look, you can't expect me to give you Cardi B, Megan Stallion type WAP with a little Amber Rose on top, and you come in Pookie from New Jack City.
Wait a minute, time out. Amber Rose the cherry on top. Wait a minute.
I should have put this camera on.
Amber Rose with the cherry on top. I can't.
All of them, because y'all know they nasty. So you can't expect me to be just Megan Thee Stallion, just giving you the best that I get. And you come
on, Anita.
Right off the street, and then you gonna get mad and go get Keisha. Cause now she making you feel like you can't diggling. This is not what we gonna do. If I got to swing from a chandelier, damn it, you better swing from a mountaintop. That's all I'm saying. I'm a big girl. You gotta be able to pick me up. So if you
I like to be picked up too. Look, this finna turn into a whole different conversation. Look,
don't you get mad when I just start giving you a lackluster performance and then say it's my fault, because that's what you get. That's what
you just kept it out. I just
stop through.
I done died. Look,
in summation,
in summation, pull your weight, I pull mine. Did you put on some shades, bro? Wait a minute. Ain't you in the house? Ain't it dog got dogs?
Y'all today.
Sitting up there with your big Jackson lips, wanting to tell folks that she wrong. but you got a whole little cub on the way, you bastard. See, I didn't get mad. And Mel is cute. And she's smart. And at some point she was throwing it back because y'all got 4 babies.
You got 4 children, man.
I'm sorry. It's the emotional abuse for me. Because you're not going to keep on telling me what the hell I didn't do.
And go and tell everybody else. Hold on, go and tell everybody else.
Nobody what you want doing. I ain't never said what your shortcomings were. Like, have anybody else?
Daddy short too. Now that you said, that's why he got all the muscles. Oh, thick Nick bastard.
You're gonna keep your shades on. That's what you're gonna do. That's what we. You got shades on. Why you turn your camera off? Why?
Because the rest of my face won't even act right now. Not just my eyes. The rest of my face is just.
I simply can't. Look.
I'm done.
Unable to can.
I'm finished. I got mad. I told y'all I got mad when I watched it.
I was really pissed off because that was straight up disrespectful. That was disrespectful.
Like, how do you want to rekindle anything? Quince, you keep talking about this stuff. You basically done said she needs to shut up. You done said all these other things. You done talked about her medical history on the media of socialism. You done talked about all this other stuff. You keep bringing up this gal and said the thing. I would have thrown the whole jar at. I would have took that whole cart over there. And then here's what. Let me go back to these old folk that decided to have this.
I'm just so sorry. What did happen? What?
Right here.
You know what? You know who she remind me of? Y'all, Loretta Devine. Listen, she remind me of Loretta Devine. Cause
oh, David, I did what happened?
It's like baby, I had read it in the social medias.
Meanwhile, listen, husband in the corner like.
And they say nothing. He didn't move. He didn't move an inch.
He didn't look left. He didn't look right.
I'm gonna just keep looking straight. If I look straight, maybe it'll go away.
In my head, I might be part of this too. So
this man was just sitting there like, please don't tear my damn house up, please.
He was just like.
If I just look straight, maybe they won't see me sitting right here.
Like, bruh, this ain't the way to do it. Don't do that. Then when this dude go to the truck, he's still talking about it. See that what happened when the truth come out? What truth? What truth?
There was no truth. The only thing there were your lies.
I wish I had a law degree so I could be her lawyer and just put him on the stand, even though it was a no contest situation. But just put him on the stand anyway. I just need to interview him. Just one question. What the hell are you talking about truth? Just that right there. And then I'd be like, I have no further questions, Your Honor. Just, what.
And the messed up part about it is reality is your perception of how things happen. Mm-hmm. So our reality is different from your reality. Your reality is different from her reality. And he just created this whole virtual universe.
Oh, yeah, girl.
I'm talking about
he lives on. You can understand what happened. That fool is truly on his own planet because anybody can look and see that you did a whole lot of stuff. Let's just say, for instance, she did entertain old boy for more than 3 weeks. Let's say she went on to smoke from a chandelier from him. That was one time.
Right.
How many times have you done it though?
Baby, he got a whole 6-7 year history. Out of how many they was married? 13?
But you still hang on to this one time about what she did when y'all was separated. She wasn't even in the house with you.
Nope, she left.
Meanwhile, you was throwing it like it's hot at everybody.
And going home every night.
Then going home.
I went home every night. Although I cheated, I went home every night. How stupid do you sound?
Home.
Did you wash it before you got in the bed with her? That's all
and then wanted her to put her mouth on it. Sir.
Exactly.
Hold on. I'm doing my Kerry Washington face right
now. Listen. First of all, that's how beans and disease get started. Do you understand me, sir? Beans and disease. That's how it spreads. The fact that you was gonna bring beans and disease home to your wife after somebody else and gave you sloppy toppy and then put their wop on it. No, that's not. No, sir.
I'm really guessing that it wasn't all that great with the other one either. I bet if she was to do a tell-all story, we would find that.
I think she coming out. Yeah, she got a book coming out, child.
Right now, I can find out if it was just. I feel like it was just an average situation, and really, it was just more beneficial for her too.
Yeah, because she was getting
flued out, matching BMWs, the whole nine.
And then, because my thing is, y'all mad at her, be mad at him because he kept going.
Oh, he did. I'm talking about the girl had cut him off at one point in time. She had an abortion because this is not the first time she's been pregnant.
Right.
So she's had an abortion in the past and then changed her number, changed her address.
For her.
That man kept looking like he was looking for her. Like, you know, I don't understand.
And another thing, I just feel like this. If she matches whatever you had in your mind for, you know, freak scale or whatever they want to call it, if she's doing all the things you thought you wanted from the wife, then leave the wife alone and just go on over there. Do what you do. Ain't nobody stopping you from that. Ain't nobody mad at you. But just go. Leave her alone.
He knew she was not going. I'm not finna raise your other 4 kids. I'm not finna raise businesses. I'm not finna get no plastic surgery so I can look like your wife, because clearly you still in love with her. So I'm not finna go about trying to look like her. I can't be in there with the no. I'm not doing all that. So he knew what she probably had already told him that you gonna get what you've been getting, and you gonna love it or you gonna leave it. So what we doing?
So and that's what it is. So like I said, I wish the old folks had just left well enough alone. I feel like because we just want to help. And the thing about Mel is that she just seems like she gonna be respectful, and you know, I'm gonna hear y'all out, but I've already told you where I am with this. But you know, whatever, let's do a Hail Mary. And I feel as though now they kind of like, I guess we didn't know the whole story. You ain't gonna never.
Yeah, I knew the whole damn. See, I knew that man had a baby on the way. Stop.
This ain't
y'all knew. Everybody knew. Huntsville ain't that big.
Huntsville about that big.
Y'all knew. Everybody knew.
And that's why she said she didn't want to be in Huntsville anymore, because she said there are too many people who know me and who know my business.
Right.
That's why she didn't even want to be there no more. She just was like, I just need a total getaway from all of this.
I need to hit the restart button, and I don't want to hit it with you.
Right.
That's a different show. I don't want to hit it with you, Chris. But anyway. Yeah. So anyway, this escalated into some bullshit. Baby, it was glass flying everywhere. I was scared for the little old lady. I was like, baby, hold on to your wig, because this right here.
Auntie Loretta. Auntie Loretta.
Everything out. She finna turn over y'all furniture. She finna go and just clear this room today.
That's why they was on that patio and not in that house.
Right, because they like, honey, that thing, she get violent. But anyway, y'all got anything else on these people? Because we're at 1:13. Y'all know how I feel about it.
We ain't got nothing else.
Listen, when people tell you leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
You know how
mind the business that pays you.
Turn them loose. Turn it loose. Let it go. People know what they know what their limits are. She knows what her limits are. And again, they mean well, but this ain't it. This ain't it.
Uncle Charles and Auntie Loretta, I told y'all what it was. I told you that we didn't need to go here. This ambush was not cool. This was none of your business.
No, but but people feel personally vested, and they see them growing up as a couple together. If I tell you leave it alone, we're gonna handle it, let it be. Do that. Let somebody who doesn't have a vested interest in the couple do it. He don't need to go back to that therapist. I don't know where they find these therapists from. I'm just not
Girl,
I need some board certifications, some plaques.
mine.
I know somebody that's board certified right now. And did I turn my camera off? I didn't mean
You
to.
did.
It's just one of them days. I know somebody that's board certified, and I'm gonna be quiet, but I'm just trying to figure out how you getting into the whole profession because first
it take a crazy one to.
It does. If you ain't crazy and got your own therapist, I don't want you because you don't know about life.
First, you need a therapist, and then we can talk to you about whether or not you can be my therapist.
Right? Who is your therapist? Let's talk about that because that's how
they're gonna tell you
he's life coach. You can't coach me if you don't know. Nope.
Jesus. And I don't mean the gardener down in Jesus, the actual Jesus.
Oh Lord.
So anyway, all minds clear, all hearts clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So look, y'all, thank y'all for listening to us because this really was not really about much else other than this whole episode that made us angry. We're gonna see what happens. We see the soft opening of Black is gonna be the thing for next week. We're gonna just see, some other things unfold, I'm guessing. And so we'll just be here. So it'll come on Saturday and we'll review it Wednesday because that's what we do. You get a problem with that, that's your business. Thank y'all for joining us today. We had such a wonderful time and we appreciate y'all for joining us, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you Friday when we review
this mess that came on tonight.
The foolishness of the evening. And that's about it. So anyway, if all hearts clear, all minds clear, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Y'all next week. Bye, y'all.